What's up, family? How y'all doing? It's Mark here. Now, yesterday I put together a video with my mom, my sister, and myself speaking about our individual journeys and our collective journeys with, hold on one quick second. I'm still here. Just hold on one quick second. Apologies for that. Always multitasking. Okay. But anyways, I put together a video. I hope that y'all had a chance to watch it, and if you have not, please take the time to check out my latest video on my channel, which is a video of the grieving process over the year since losing my dad, April 16 of 2023 till April 16 of 2024, which was last year, and it was to represent that year and the things that we've gone through and are going through with that experience. So, something that people don't really tap on much, or maybe I just haven't seen it much because I've looked at different videos about grief, but something that was hard for me that I've never really seen a video on, and I have spoken to somebody in depth that they had this similar experience as me. My sister said this in the video that we put out towards the end of the video. She said multiple people can experience the loss of the same person and have different experiences in the grieving process. The other thing is multiple people can be there for them when they are dying, and every and I understand that there's perspective. I totally get that. I totally get that we all have different perspectives about life in general. I think I saw something that says your perception is your reality. So the way that you perceive the world is what makes things real to you. I think that I'm generally so objective. You come to me from my account of a story, and I was involved in that story, and it wasn't a second or third hand thing. I was actually there. My opinion is not going to have a heavy mark spin where I forget other people's roles. It's going to be very authentic and it's going to be very honest. If I happen to make a mistake, I'll recall that mistake, just like if somebody else did. Same thing. So I've heard stories when it comes to my dad and it comes to my dad's care and when it comes to things that happened to my dad. I've heard stories that I was actually right there for, and in some cases, very actively a part of. And in a few cases, I feel like I basically saved his life. And I've heard versions of those same stories as if I was not even there, or as if my role was very limited. And that bothers me because those are some really intense times in my life, those really hard times in my life. And I feel like I did a lot for that man. I don't feel like I did a lot for him. I know that I did a lot for him, no matter what kind of recognition or praise I might not get for that. It's not really, that's not why I did it. That's not what I need. It's just hard to go through those kind of things without any kind of acknowledgement of the importance of your role in that time period. Um, it's something I've had to get past, and honestly, maybe this could be called some kind of avoidance, but I just don't indulge in those conversations anymore because revisionist history is something, and I've learned that people can be in their own heads when it comes to thinking back on something that was really heavy on their heart, when it comes to thinking about something that was deeply impacting their life. They say everybody is the main character in their own story. And that's the truth. I'm the main character in my own story. Others are the main character in their own story. But me personally, even if I'm the main character in my story, I pay a lot of attention to all the other supporting characters, where they were, what they're doing. Even to this day, it has been 1 year and 1 day since my dad passed. And I clearly can remember, I can't say that I can remember 100% of everybody because it's too many, but I can list out and name several of the most important people that were there for me, uh, because I don't forget those kind of things. I'm not the person who's going to forget this person brought over food, or this person called me and gave me some relatable story about losing their parent, or this person did this for me. Even when it comes to the things people did for my dad, I'm not gonna forget that. I remember this person was there. These people were coming to visit in the nursing home. These people came over to the house on a regular basis to visit, to pray with him, to share stories, or to give him money or whatever. Like, I remember those things. But my role and what I did, and the major amount of sacrifices that I made in my life, um, he could attest to that if he was here. But he's not here, so he will never be able to attest to that. Like, I can tell you all day till I'm blue in the face. I could say I did this and I did that. And he was appreciative of this and this. I helped him here. This and this happened, and I did this and I did that, and I could say all that. The only people left to attest to that are the survivors that are still here, that were around during those times. And it can be hurtful when they don't recognize or remember all the different things that you did. Um, but like I said, I've gotten through it by, one, not really indulging in too many of those conversations anymore. Like, if that's their experience, I let that be their experience because I know what my experience was. And also, I alleviate some of that by sharing about my experience. I've made videos this month, and then seen videos pop up on my timeline that were from a year ago, from a year and a half ago, and they almost sound exactly the same. And I haven't been looking at those old videos. The reason they sound the same, as somebody once told me, two people once told me actually, the truth is the truth. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to change, switch anything up. The truth is the truth. When somebody is making up a story or making up their version of a story, you ask them that story 10 times and you'll get 10 answers. But when somebody is sure, they know because this is just what happened. You know, this is just an accurate depiction of what happened. Your story is not going to change. So that's my little thing about a tough part of the grieving process. It's tough when the family and the friends are not on the same page about what happened, what happened to care, what happened with decision making, just what was happening in general. It's nice when you're able to have memories where there's synergy and everyone's like, yeah, I remember this. You did this, I did this, that, and everybody kind of remembers generally the same. Everyone is going to have their own parts to the story, obviously, of course, but main, I'm talking about like main things that happened, um, not being remembered by the major parties that were involved. It's tough, but here's the thing. There's something that says you are the author of your own story, so don't allow anyone else to take the pen. Let those people be the author of their story. If that's how they remember it, even if it's inaccurate, let them remember it how they're going to remember it. Let them speak about it how they're going to speak about it. Tell your own story. I find that to be really, really important. Always make sure to tell your own story. Make sure your story is out there so that you don't have to worry about being misinterpreted or being written out of the story, you know. And hey, if some people don't believe what you're saying, that's okay. You know what you're saying to be true in your heart. Tell your truth, speak your truth, and let it be that. That's it. I hope everyone has a good day. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content. Talk to y'all soon.